Audio recording. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Let's start. And I'm not disregarding any opportunities that I've had. Ugh, this makeup is turning out really, really bad. Well, it's just makeup. I can wash it off whenever I want, but this is just to let you guys know that even though I am a professional makeup artist, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. The question is this still a channel? Anyway, I haven't been here. I mean, you guys know, I went from uploading like, I think 6 to 8 times a month to 4 to 0. And that has a very good explanation, and I am planning on finally coming back to YouTube, but a lot has changed in me and a lot has changed in here and in here. So I don't want to come back to YouTube and not reintroduce myself as the new person that I am. So today I'm gonna give you guys a little life update. You know, I feel like there's a lot that has changed and I just want to put that all in a video, and such a new me that I have to reintroduce myself again. So hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Zada. I am a little brown girl that was born in Mozambique and it's living in Portugal and does content creation. So if that seems like it's, you know, interesting, keep on watching this video. So guys, I am gonna be getting ready. I don't know to go where, but I am gonna be doing my makeup. But I'm not gonna be telling you guys what the makeup products are. I'm just gonna be doing my makeup. If you guys are interested in knowing what products I am using, or if you guys like anything that I am using, feel free to go check the description box, because everything will be linked and listed down below. Guys, I feel like once you stop doing YouTube for as long as, you know, I haven't been uploading for almost a year and a half. Like the whole 2020 thing was freaking insane. So I don't know where to start. First of all, if you're new here, a Chit Chat and Chai is a place where we talk, you know, we just talk about anything. And yeah, if you guys like snacks, go ahead and get them, because child, you are in it for a ride. So basically, the year was great. It was awesome. I had a Vogue feature. I had a Vogue feature here in Portugal. I was in Vogue Portugal for my work. For, you know, if you guys don't know, I'm a makeup artist. So I was featured in Vogue Portugal. And on this feature, there were so many amazing makeup artists, and I felt so blessed to be one of them. And especially being a child of, you know, immigrants and being an immigrant myself, it's something that happened. I never thought it would happen. So yeah, that was awesome. My year started amazing, and I had a lot of work lined up for 2020. I had a lot of makeup appointments, you know, I had a lot of digital work gonna happen, you know, it was scheduled to happen. And then we all know what happened, right? Someone decided that it was a good idea to eat an exotic animal that was sick, and then coronavirus happened, you know, and I feel like that just went downhill for me. I know a lot of people have lost their jobs, a lot of people have lost their family members, and 2020 was just a shit year overall. For me as a makeup artist, I freaking panicked. Like, I had all these weddings and all these events lined up and paid for, and everyone was just canceled. I don't know, everyone was just like, we're just gonna see how it's gonna work, how it's gonna be. I had all these digital works that I had in line, but all of a sudden everything started shutting down for our first quarantine. And a lot of the work that I had, it was lost. And I am such a workaholic, and for me to have that taken away from me, it was really, really hard. Just mentally it was messed up, but I have been through a lot in my life. So for me, it was kind of like, okay, I have this mindset where I know that everything bad and everything good happens for a reason, and it's just a matter of perspective. Something bad can happen in our life and we choose what we want to learn from it. So it can make us better people, or it can either make us or break us. And I was like, okay, I'm not gonna let this break me and break my spirit, even though I was panicking. You know, I feel like it's just normal. It's normal to panic. So yeah, I had all this work lined up that was canceled. I had no income, like zero income for months. Good thing that, you know, growing up Asian, you learn the importance of saving. So in terms of like money, I was fine because I have saved so much of my income from 2019. But a lot of shit was happening, and not just in my work life, but in my personal life. You know, I had a person that I considered my best friend. Like a friend. Like, the thing with me is I have friends that are like family. And that person was like family to me. I opened up my house for this person. I helped them financially. I helped them with food. I've helped them with building their makeup kit. I have helped them with so much. But obviously, I help people because when I like someone, I really try my best to do my best. So I'll never be that person that will throw it in your face and be like, listen, I helped you in this and this and that. When you help someone, you help them because you like them. You don't help them to make yourself look better. But that person stole money from me. And when I'm saying stealing money, I don't mean like 20 euros or 30 euros. I mean like 400 euros. And I'm not gonna go into detail on how that shit happened, but it did. You know what? I gave the chance for this person to do the right thing and pay me back, and they didn't want to do the right thing. This person tried to do everything that they could to not pay me, and it was exhausting mentally, emotionally, because this is not the first time someone that is considered my friend, my really close friend, steals something from me. This has happened in the past, and this person is really aware that I have been, you know, robbed by a friend before in my own house. It doesn't need to just necessarily be physical objects that were taken away from me. I've had people take a lot away from me, you know, like I have had some really toxic, shitty friendships in my life. So for me to open up and let someone be my friend like they were, it's not rare, because I'm a person, I really open up my heart and I wear my heart in my sleeve. But it was like betrayal, because this person knows everything that I've been through and they just don't care. That's how my 2020 started. It started amazing, and then quarantine happened, and then I was dealing with a loss of a friend and loss of money that that friend needed to pay, and they didn't. And on top of that, my parents were back home. They were in my hometown. And the first quarantine, it was really scary because nobody really knew what coronavirus was. You know, everyone was panicking. So my parents decided to come back here and spend quarantine with me and my brother. And I wanted to have my parents close, but at the same time, I knew it wasn't gonna be easy at all. And then Ramadan started, and I'm the only one in my household, in my family, that doesn't fast, because I deal with severe anemia, severe health issues related to anemia. So if I stop eating, if I stop having like a balanced diet, my body fails. And that has happened before in the past, where I've gotten sick and really, really sick, and my body just failed. And ever since then, I just stopped trying to even fast, because if it's bad for you, it's bad for you, and I don't care who judges me for this. If it's harming you, you should not fast, period. So I was the only one in my family that wasn't fasting, So every major responsibility during the day was put on me. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, I'm here to help my mom and, you know, my family. But every time someone needed something from the supermarket, I'd be the one going. Every time, you know, I was the one preparing dinner. And on top of that, it was me trying to help my mom and help my family, but it was also me running against the clock because I was trying to put on content on YouTube, on Instagram, because everyone started bombarding social media with content. And I felt left behind. I felt like, shit, like I'm a content creator and I can't even put up content. Because when quarantine started, we thought it was gonna be 2 weeks, okay? And then 2 weeks turned into a month, and then 1 month turned into 2 more months, almost 4 months. So I wasn't prepared. Listen, guys, I upload 15 Instagram posts a month. I used to do 30. Then quarantine started, I reduced to 15. But during the first quarantine, it was really hard to post because I didn't have anything ready. I wasn't prepared. I feel like a lot of content creators weren't prepared for the first quarantine, so it was a really hard month. On top of not having anything prepared, I just didn't have time to do any content because I was so busy helping around the house that I just didn't have time. You know, the first quarantine, I felt like my friends used to do all these Zoom calls, FaceTime calls, and whatever, and I was never present because I just didn't have time. Every time I'd go to bed super late, and I'd wake up super early, and I still couldn't do anything at all. And on top of that, I was literally having a mental breakdown. My friend told me that during the first quarantine, I was always crying. I don't even remember that, but he was like, no, you were always crying. You were freaking miserable. And I was like, listen, I don't even remember that. But yeah, that's just the reality. I don't think I even remember that because it was like, once the world got back to normal, I was so quick to switch on and like try to compensate. Whatever I didn't do in quarantine, I wanted to compensate. And I wanted to live life to the fullest again, obviously with responsibility. But I wanted to live my life to the fullest again. I wanted to work. I wanted to do everything that I couldn't do during quarantine again. So I completely shut off and I had no idea that I was actually not depressed, but I was going through it mentally. So yeah, I decided to take a step back from YouTube because on top of not having time, I wasn't having fun. I feel like YouTube requires a lot of work, a lot of hours. And when there's platforms that make our work a little bit easier, it's normal to be more drawn to them. So obviously YouTube got put in the background for me because it just took too much work. Investing money in this platform, you know, so I just kind of gave up on YouTube in that aspect. And I never wanted to do videos in Portuguese. That was something that was demanded from me at the time because everyone just wanted this person of color, this different person to have a presence here in Portugal. But it never really worked for me because I was never doing whatever I did. Like, I was never happy with what I was doing. I had difficulties in expressing myself. I had difficulties in relating to whatever content that people wanted me to put up. Here in Portugal, I used to get the most racist, xenophobic comments ever. I used to find myself sometimes at night deleting all these horrible comments because I just didn't want other people to see. So I never really felt like I could have a future here or I could fit in. So I just started kind of giving up on YouTube. I was like, well, Portugal's never fully gonna accept a brown girl, Muslim girl of color to have the same opportunities. I don't want to throw the race card here, but like, trust me guys, white privilege does exist, especially in this platform. I have been through situations where it was like, I'm pretty sure that if I was white, I wouldn't have been going through that because I don't see other people going through that. If you kind of think about it, I'm the only Indian girl here in Portugal that has a platform. And although my platform is not very big, Portugal is a very small environment, so everyone knows everyone. So I feel like a lot of people do know me, know that I exist, but it's just still hard for me.
And I'm not disregarding any opportunities that I've had.
And I am not disregarding or invalidating any of the opportunities that I have had here in Portugal. This place has made me build a really strong foundation in my career. But I am at that point of my life where I finally just want to do whatever I wanted to do initially, and that is YouTube in English. I always wanted to have a presence outside of Portugal. So I'm finally getting to this place where I'm just like, fuck it. I don't want to have to impress or to please anyone. I'm just gonna do the content that I want to do. If you hear some really weird moments in the audio, is because I record the audio from this video from my phone, so sometimes I just have to double check and see if the audio is still working. So yeah, I feel like I'm at this place of my life right now where I just want to do content that makes me happy. I'm done. I'm at that point of my life. I'm finally getting back to what I always wanted to do, and that is English content, okay? And I feel like a lot of us had to redefine what happiness is for us. We needed to start looking for happiness in things that we never noticed before. So for me, that was like, okay, what kind of content creator I want to be? Do I want to be someone that pleases other people and doesn't do what they want? Or do I want to be someone that is proud of what they do, is just herself? Because even the energy that I was giving off on my videos, it was not genuine. So yeah, I feel like in terms of my place here in the digital world, I really had to try to understand who I want to be. And I was gonna come back to YouTube in January of 2021. But then a very important family member of mine passed away of COVID, and that has delayed my comeback to YouTube, because I feel like if you want to do YouTube, you have to be mentally stable, mentally prepared. Even though I feel like YouTube was a platform that a lot of people started because they weren't mentally stable, I feel like if I wanted to bring out the real me, the real Zara to all of you, I had to be okay. And I wasn't okay with how my year started. It was really hard for me, especially hard to see my family grieving. And I have a very unique way of grieving. I feel like I don't cry. It's like I have this wall where it's really hard to show emotion, because my upbringing and my whole life, I was always going through so much, but it's always really hard. You know how people talk about how depression is not a thing in the Asian community? So it was always me feeling really bad, really unstable mentally and emotionally, but it was always like me having this mindset where I can't have a break. I need to keep on going. I need to keep on fighting through. So I never really, growing up, never really had time to acknowledge or to sit back and have a day where I just felt like shit and I didn't feel bad about it. So I have this really weird way of grieving where I just don't show emotion, but it's there. Definitely it's there. I have really felt pain with this loss, especially when you love a person and you know that you can't really say goodbye to them, or you didn't really have the chance to say goodbye. It just really messed me up. But I know that everything happens for a reason, and I know that this person is in a better place. So that has helped me go through whatever I did. So when I finally decided, this was like what, last month, when I finally decided, okay, this time, this week, this day, I am gonna go back to YouTube. Child, that was the week, that was the day that I got COVID. I started feeling symptoms on Valentine's Day. And then the next day I went to go get tested because I was feeling really, really bad. And my test results came the next day, and the next day, obviously, they were positive. So I was like, shit, like I'm just here trying to get back to YouTube, trying to get my life in order. Then I have this disease that will require me to have this delay in my life, this 10 to 15 days of delays in my life. I had to pause my life. I had to quarantine in my room for all these days. And you know how some people like have COVID, but it's like it doesn't affect them, or after some days they just don't feel anything. I have felt this disease for days and days and days. I have felt this disease for 15 days because I have chronic anemia. So I was always super exhausted. I was tired. My appetite was not normal. So yeah, obviously I suffered a lot with COVID, but obviously now if I'm here, it's because I'm okay. I'm gonna finish my makeup off camera and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, so listen, this is not how my makeup is supposed to look like. This is not at all what I wanted to do, but I guess this is what we're working with, so yeah. Well, it's just makeup. I can wash it off whenever I want, but this is just to let you guys know that even though I am a professional makeup artist, not every day is a good day. So I guess, yeah, this is yeah. Anyway guys, I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys are okay and you're healthy and you're, you know, looking for your blessings, even though the world is going into shit right now. And right now, I don't think I mentioned, but like we're doing the second quarantine here in Portugal. It's almost over, but yeah, it's still happening. But anyway, we're not putting out negative energy. We're only gonna put out positive, beautiful energy. And that's what I want to transmit to you guys. I want you guys to know that regardless of everything that I've been through last year and this year, I am okay and I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive and to be healthy. And I'm happy to be filming this video. So I hope you guys like this video. If you're new here, maybe subscribe. That always helps me. Listen, child, when I opened my first TikTok account, I had like 3 videos there and then I deleted my TikTok account, but I reopened it and I'm actually finally starting to realize what kind of content that I want to do for TikTok. So make sure you follow me on that platform. Make sure you follow me on my other platforms like my Instagram. I will, leave the name here. I will link my Instagram and my TikTok down below with the makeup that I used, even though this look is just whatever. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for letting me be myself. Mwah! Have a good day and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye guys!